Good day, everyone. Ali is here from Safi Financial Network. Today is November 14, 2023. Here is another daily analysis. We had pretty good today, so a sharp move to the upside for S&P 500 daily chart and also the other indexes due to CPI number for a month of September. So CPI came down below, I believe, below 4%, and that's probably the good news for the market. And market just to take it as like a Federal Reserve is not gonna increase another rate hike, or we don't have any another rate hike just because inflation is coming down, and it's kind of like a good news for the market. Core CPI is coming down as well, so below estimate, just a 0.1% below estimate, which is kind of like a hope for the market that Federal Reserve will not have any other rate hikes, and that could give us a market a blink or kind of like green light for a next rally. And sure enough, we had a big surge to the upside, a good volume. SPY traded 90 million for today. We just break above this trend line strongly, and we were pretty bullish. If you remember, we were pretty bullish when we got to this area. So still looking for kind of like a pullback for a next buying opportunity. Some people ask me why we didn't get a pullback. Well, pullback is just a corrective move. And when you have a strong momentum to the upside, probably pullback doesn't show up uh, the way that you expected. However, still looking for kind of like a pullback. We just broke above this trend line. A possible scenario is going to be a pullback to this interesting previous supply area, which could be kind of like a demand area for now. So a deeper corrective move can be here for a pullback to 4,400, and then we can see another rally coming up to this 4,500 and also a 4,700, which I believe we are going to test kind of like getting close to double top, or a possible scenario is going to be a new all-time high, which is unlikely, at least for this year, but we can get good a good portion, like a spike, all the way to 4,700. So right now, market just close above today. I should say close above 4,500, then coming back down 4,498. Right now, it's just trading in future market, and we will give market benefit of doubt. Again, some people are asking, "Hey Ali, how about that corrective move? How about that pullback?" Well, when we are in this strong move, look at the move to the upside. It's going to be just 90-degree um, surge to the upside. When pullback is coming, it's going to be a sharp sell-off as well. So assume that that one is coming, but no one can time the market, right? So no one can time the market, but don't short the market because you think that it's going to be overbought and it's going to come back again pretty soon, because market can go to its bullish momentum, can continue its bullish momentum beyond your expectations. So don't short the market. Wait for a pullback. If you don't, or if you didn't buy any here, even here, so just wait for a pullback. Even some people just were pretty bearish here. I remember that, and just say, hey guys, there is going to be a possible scenario for pullback. We have this level here, and we have another level here, but we don't short the market to this area. So we are waiting. Waiting means if you have a cash, just put it on the side, and if market gives you opportunity, smash the market. If it doesn't, don't deploy your money on the short side. So shorting the market with this momentum is kind of like a suicide trade. And I totally get that. I used to be like that. I just wanted to be a genius guy. So I just want to predict every single move, like to the upside, to the downside. I want to take the last drip of juice of the market. But right now, I should say, just when you see a good, bigger time frame, like a weekly chart, let me go to the weekly chart. When weekly chart tells me this area could be a great demand area, and we should see a snapback to the upside. And sure enough, we had a snapback to the upside. When we get above this 4,300, I told you, hey guys, we are in another bullish momentum. So wait for a pullback. If pullback comes, get into the long position. If pullback doesn't come, so stay on the side. If you don't wanna be aggressive trader, or if you just wanted to preserve your money, just to stay on the side because there are always potentials and there are always opportunities within the market. Look at this entire rally. Everyone just hated that one because everyone is saying we are missing this rally. And you know what? People just got into the rally in these minimal pullbacks here. And look what happened in 2022. That was a fantastic buying opportunity. And we buy a lot, to be honest. We bought a lot of stocks, Meta, Google, Amazon. And look what happened in 2023. So market can give you opportunity, but you should be patient. All right, you should be patient. And just don't look at daily chart because daily chart can gives you daily momentum. But if you look at the weekly chart, you can see the bigger picture of the market. Right now, for the daily chart, if you just referring to indicators, look at that. So this is pretty overbought. This is pretty overbought. RSI is getting close to kind of like a top of the market here. But lots of people are saying because we are getting to the overbought condition, we are going to short the market. This is suicide trade. This is kind of like a burning your capitals. You are not going to preserve your money. You're going to ruin your money and capitals with that way. Again, wait for a pullback. If pullback doesn't come to you, stay on the side. All right. So I'm kind of like a trying to be educational and frank to some of you folks because I totally get that. Some people are just screaming and weeping like, hey, we had this corrective move to the downside. And if you remember, since July, August, we were talking about this corrective move in months of September, October. If you just look at my previous video, they didn't buy it because they were looking for a crash or something like that. But when market is coming to this fantastic level, this is the type of pullback that we want to see. And we bought. We bought the market and nicely had a surge to the upside. That's why our portfolio is pretty good. All our three portfolios are outperforming the market. And sure enough, we had a substantial move to the upside today. And again, still I'm looking for a pullback. If market gives me 4 days, 5 days pullback, which I kind of like assuming this is coming this week or next, then we can see another good buying opportunity for a year-end rally. All right. So just be patient, put your cash on the side, and don't buy at the top. All right. Just be patient. Moving on to Nasdaq, the same scenario. So Nasdaq, we had a breakout last week. It's kind of like a leading indicator for us, and we had a big surge to the upside. It's kind of like a challenging this top. Like we are in almost 1 month, we recaptured all these losses, right? So all these days, 2 months losses, recaptured in almost 2, 3 weeks to the upside. And we are just getting close, pretty close to July top. If we get above this, I should say, we can go for more upside move. A potential scenario is going to be 16,000, I should say 300. And the next scenario is going to be 17,350, 17,800. So those are my levels for the next move for Nasdaq after a pullback or if market gives me opportunity. Moving on US 30, if you just remember my weekly analysis and even yesterday video, I told you if we get a pullback, then we will have a good buying opportunity for the next target here. So I didn't just provide this box here. I didn't draw this box here. Today, it was here for a long time. And sure enough, market just touched this box, just bottom of this box and then coming down. So still, this is going to be a short opportunity. Yeah, you can short the market if you're a trader, but make sure to put your stop loss here, somewhere around on top of this box, which is going to be 35,100, okay? So if it goes above this, again, any pullback could be great buying opportunity. So don't short the market because you think that market is overbought, because market can stay overbought more than you think. Dow Jones Industrial, pretty good surge to the upside. All indicators are pretty overbought, but overbought in an upper trend or even in a bull run is pretty good symptom for a good momentum to the upside. So any pullback, again, within the uptrend, if you get oversold condition, you should buy. If you get overbought, don't short. Wait for the correction. Okay, because overbought can stay overbought more than you think. Moving on to gold. Gold had a big surge to the upside, and I believe gold is pretty close to this demand area and snapping back up right away. And I should say, if gold is getting above 1973, or I should say 1980, then we can see the next upside move is coming. I'm still looking for like an ABC corrective move to here for a great buying opportunity in months of December. Again, waiting doesn't mean that it is guaranteed to get there, because gold can nail the bottom here and we don't know, because if it goes above this pivotal point, I should say, then any pullback could be a great buying opportunity. So I'm not waiting for this area anymore. Some people just misunderstand what I'm saying for the pullback, or what I'm waiting for this area. This is great level for getting into long position, but this doesn't mean that it must come down to here. I'm waiting price to get here for a long position. Sometimes it just get here and then getting back up to the upside. So any pullback, any small pullback here could be a buying opportunity if you take out this pivotal point, which is somewhere around 2000 area. All right. Moving on to crude. Crude had like a surge today, but failed to hold and then coming back down. So as I said, crude is still in a bear momentum, and hopefully we can get a deeper corrective move to 71 to 73. Then I should say this is going to be a good buying opportunity. Okay, so that is another good buying opportunity, which is closer than a stock market levels, because stock market levels are kind of like a far away from the way that we expected. Moving on to yield. Yield is coming down sharply because everyone just thinking, or kind of like a hoping that we are at the end of the cycle for the yield. For the reserve is not going to increase the rate again, which I think it's going to happen. And they don't increase the rate. Probably they just keep the rate for a long time. But this perfect scenario, like this is a good QM pattern at the top, just formed pretty nicely. This is kind of like a reflexive rally or relief rally. We had sharp sell-off. If we get another one and another one, TLT can smashed up to the upside, which was the case for today. So TLT, pretty nice surge to the upside, $89 to $90. And this reverse head and shoulder, or I should say reverse QM pattern, forms pretty nicely to the upside, and we can get a good potential target place somewhere around 91 to 92 or 94 to 95. So that's going to be the level for the TLT, at least for the short term. We can get there. So we were long. We are still keeping a long position, and I believe this one can pay very, very well. VIX coming down sharply today, 4%. It's kind of like a losing all its gain for yesterday. So VIX came down 4%. Dixie just smashed today to 103. So look at the Dixie. So Dixie is coming down to one first target place. We could see a bounce, a small bounce here, but that's going to be a small one. The next one is coming to 102. So Dixie is at the end of this rally. And I should say, when Dixie is at the end, when yield is at the end, everyone is saying or talking to each other exactly the same language. So we should just respect that. And Dixie can go down to another sharp sell-off to 102 to 103. So we'll see how it goes with that one. Moving on to Microsoft. Microsoft is our magma indicator. This is our magma indicator. Pretty nice gap up, surge to the upside. Again, we were waiting for a corrective move, for a buying opportunity. It didn't give us corrective move, but it will. And it goes above 1173. Apple is the next station. Pretty nice surge to the upside, getting back to 187, 190. Apple can go to 187 to 90 for big target plays. Then we can see a pullback to 178 to 182 as a buying opportunity. Amazon, $3.21 up, a good surge. Amazon just take out this pivotal point. Meta, $7.12 up, a good price action for Meta. Microsoft, almost a $3.59 up, a good price action again for Microsoft. Google, $1.53 up. Google just hit this gap field and coming down, which is kind of like a natural reaction for the gap field. So if you see this one, we got a shooting star, so probably we'll get a pullback. Okay, probably we will get a pullback to this area to 123, 126, and that could be kind of like a good buying spot. Netflix, $4.03, a doji bar. It was not as strong. Netflix, I should say, lots of stocks are just giving us a sign of pullback. Tesla, fantastic price action. It's just going all the way up. Tesla still can go higher to hit this gap field. And tomorrow, some stocks you will see a reversal. Some stocks are getting to the level that we should see a reversal. So just be careful on that one. Moving on to the next sector, SMH, a fantastic move. Semiconductors are soaring and roaring to the upside. A great price action for SMH. Stocks, the same pattern. We just had it gapped up again to this pivotal point. It can go down to 495, but that's going to be a good potential buying opportunity. TSM Taiwan Semiconductor, $2.49 up. AMD just hit my level, which is 122, and then coming down. So AMD fulfilled my targets in 122. Fantastic. Congratulations to all folks that buy AMD. So we hit this and pretty nice at 25%. So right now, I should say, if you have AMD about here, so that's going to be a place for a target or taking the profit. Moving on to NVIDIA, which is the $10.36 up. Texas Instrument, $4.06 up. Not a bad price action. Still, this one is laggard. Lambda Research, $21 up, and a pretty good price action. So it goes to this short-term resistance here, and again, pullback is going to be a potential scenario. Moving on to banks, which is financials. This bull flag triggers nicely, smashed up to the upside. Pretty good spike, actually. 34 cents up, $34.50, 64 cents up, actually. KBE, which is the large cap bank ETF, $2.31 up. KRE, $3.05 up. JP Morgan, $2.66 up. Good price action for JP Morgan. Goldman Sachs, look at the candle. Bull flag triggers to the upside. $11.81 up. Bank of America, $1.52 up. And Wells Fargo, $1.31 up. A good price action for all of them. GDX, $1.29 up. And this one reacting to this, I should say, a trend line. So we got this washout low, we got back above this trend line. This is a kind of like a bullish signal, but we need to get above this $30. So if this triggers, this is a nice reverse head and shoulder. We need to get back above this. If it goes above $30, I should say, this is a bottom for mining, and we should see more bullish price actions coming down the road for GDX. This is pretty bullish. We need to see more follow through. If that follow through comes, just take it. This is one of those areas that I'm just looking for a good price surge to the upside. GDXJ, the same pattern here. So look at that. So here is the reverse head and shoulder as well. So we can make a case. If you go above this $35, $36, any pullback could be a great buying opportunity for higher prices. $40 to $41 is coming, which is going to be a good 15% to the upside. AEM, pretty good bull flag here forms within this bigger picture, which is going to be a reverse head and shoulder. So this bull flag is forming as well. Two bullish patterns combined together just below this trend line. If we get above this $50 to $51, we should see a 53 to 54, then coming down, and then 60 is coming. I should say this is pretty bullish. Newmont, thanks God, 5% to the upside. Still laggard. We need to get above this $40. So 41 is going to be a decisive moment for Newmont. If we get above this, we should say the bear trend is done. Any pullback could be a great buying opportunity for 45, and then we can go to 50 to 52. So we'll see how it goes with this. Franco Nevada, $2, actually $3.33 up. This is bottom. This is bottom, and I should say this is the bottom. Gold Barrick, pretty nice surge and a good price action. So all of them are forming pretty nicely. So reverse head and shoulder, reverse QM actually. This one can go all the way up to $18 to $20. So Gold Barrick is gonna be a good one. XLE again, 75 cents up, not a bad price action. Still in reflexive rally. XOP, $2.29 up. OIH, $5. 15 cents up, not a bad price action. Reacting to this small demand area, still can go lower to this for a fantastic buying opportunity. Exxon, 55 cents, lost today, laggard today. Chevron, not a good price action, pretty weak. $1.05 up, still looking for $130 to $135 for a Chevron. We will see how it goes, and still lots of volatilities coming down the road. If you like this video, please smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and have a good one. See you on the chart. Bye-bye.